Hey, it's the radio guy, Dr. Mike French. Welcome to another production here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where it is our mission to try to bring you some news that you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. You can follow me on Twitter X at the Mike French Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. Well, a rough weekend for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. They fell short to the Alcorn State Braves on Senior Day, losing by the score of 26 to 13. And the Panthers will have one more time to right the wrong this weekend from Montgomery, Alabama, as they'll take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Panthers need this win to secure a non-losing season for the first time under the leadership of Coach Bubba McDowell. How the Panthers will respond has yet to be laid out. We'll talk to Coach later on this week to get a feel for what is and what's not in the world of PV football, and as we get ready for the tip-off of basketball season. Although we know that basketball season is already underway, I call this the fundraising time of year. We'll talk with Coach Pettaway and get more clarity of what is and what's not in our non-conference competition. But as we go back to football here for a moment, what a weekend of contrast for not Alabama, but for Mississippi Valley State and the FAMU Rattlers. FAMU coming off the loss against Prairie View. When you come back home at Bragg Stadium, you would think that where they've had an unsurmountable amount of success, they would be able to hold down Valley State. But that was not the case. Valley pulled the upset with a 24-21 victory as they will get ready to try to finish their final game of the season against the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see how these two teams will match up. I'm on record for saying that I would not pick Valley no more for the rest of the season, but I might have to put that in checks and balance at least momentarily until further notice. But we'll see how all that will come out in the long run. Meanwhile, you had a big old Brody Duhawk, as they would call it, or just a scrum between Jackson and Alabama State toward the end of that game, and we'll see what will happen as a result of fines. And speaking of fines, upon further review, word has been put out that there were some fines administered to FAMU and Prairie View for their altercation last week, as they were both fined $25,000 each. And it's not nothing to wink at, especially on our budgets. But nonetheless, they'll have that all settled out. As we get ready for the final week of SWAC football, right now it looks like Jackson State in the driver's seat to punch their ticket. And it looked like the Southern Jags will be representing the West. Still a lot of ball to be played. We'll see what happens. We got the Bayou Classic that's still looming. Alcorn looking to stay relevant, hoping for a strip up from Southern, even though they lost head-to-head competition to Southern. And mathematically, I don't believe Alcorn has a chance. Well, mathematically, they're still alive slightly, but not a great overbearing. Meanwhile, we'll see how Bethune-Cookman and FAMU will pan out. Now with FAMU stumbling with those last two games, makes you wonder about this Bethune-Cookman matchup. We'll see what all is going to lie here. We'll hear from, of course, Coach Bubba McDowell, Coach Heist Northern, and Coach Van Pettaway, along with Ben, Jack, and yours truly, Dr. Mike Prince. But for right now, I am going to exit stage left. My time is far spent for today. I want to remind you guys to follow me on Twitter X at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to that YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And do visit our website at obnradio.com for our 24-hour streaming content. And for those who may have missed our coverage of the Prairie View Alcorn game, please go check it out at the YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. I must exit stage left. My time is far spent. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.